Good day. This is Leadership TV News. I am Nefisat Abdurrahman. Vice President Kashim Shettima has led a high-level delegation to Daura, Katsina State for the third-day prayers in honor of the late former President Muhammadu Buhari, who was buried on Tuesday in accordance with Islamic rites. The delegation included the governor of Borno State, Professor Babagana Umar Zulum, the governor of Katsina State, Dikko Umar Radda, ministers, senior government officials, and other sympathizers. This visit, directed by President Muhammadu Buhari, was part of ongoing official and national mourning activities to pay respect to the late elder statesman. The third-day prayer for Daura, which holds significant religious and cultural meaning in Islamic traditions, is scheduled to take place on Wednesday at the late president's residence in Daura. Buhari, Nigeria's former military ruler from 1983 to 1985 and democratically elected president from 2015 to 2023, died in a London hospital on Sunday, July 13th, at the age of 82. His remains were flown back to Nigeria Tuesday and laid to rest later that day at his private residence in Daura, in line with his personal wishes and Islamic traditions. Stalin Mocha, Senior Special Assistant to the President on Media and Communications, confirmed the Vice President's trip to Daura in a statement issued on Wednesday. South Africa's Minister in the Presidency for State Security, Komzo Nshatvane, has confirmed that the threat of a possible coup d'etat has been formally listed among the country's key national risks in its national security strategy for 2024 to 2028. Speaking to journalists at Parliament after the budget vote debate in the National Assembly, Nshatvane stressed that while these threats exist, government intelligence agencies were actively monitoring the situation and have not detected any actual attempt in recent weeks. One of the risks is the risk of coup d'etat. We have identified it and we have put measures to mitigate against it. That's why we say to South Africans, there has not been anyone attempting to do a coup in South Africa, the minister said. Her remarks came in the wake of explosive allegations made by KwaZulu-Natal Police Commissioner Lieutenant General Inhlanhla, which implicated Police Minister Senzo Muchnu and sparked fresh concerns about the integrity of the country's security structures. In response to the brewing controversy, President Cyril Ramaphosa placed Mchunu on special leave and announced the establishment of a judicial commission of inquiry to investigate the allegations. The commission will be chaired by retired Justice Mathanga and is expected to probe potential lapses in national security and misconduct within the police and intelligence sectors. Nshatvane assured the public that despite the absence of any immediate coup attempt, the possibility of destabilization efforts by certain groups of individuals remained under close surveillance. The Chief of Defense Staff, General Christopher Musa, has called on host communities of the Trans-Niger pipeline to take ownership of the national assets situated in their areas and ensure that they are collectively safeguarded. Represented by Navy Captain Lassie Ozovehe, General Musa stated this in Port Harcourt, Rivers State, during the monthly stakeholders engagement hosted by the Pipeline Infrastructure Nigeria Limited, PNL, which is in charge of the maintenance of the Trans-Niger pipeline. The CDS warned that the consequence of illicit activities such as oil bunkering and pipeline vandalism were most deeply felt by the communities themselves. He said, if you break a pipeline, the environmental and health hazards will affect the community more than the oil companies. In his welcome address, PNL's General Manager, Community Relations and Development Consultant, Dr. Akpos Maze, said the prosecution and conviction of 120 pipeline vendors and oil thieves in the Niger Delta region by the Office of the National Security Advisor has led to further reduction of illegal bunkering activities in the region. The 2023 Labour Party presidential candidate Peter Obi on Wednesday visited Daura, Katsina State to commiserate with the family of the late former President Muhammadu Buhari. Obi was seen at the former president's private residence a day after Buhari was laid to rest in his hometown. The former Nigerian leader, who served as both military head of state and civilian president, was buried on Tuesday in line with Islamic rites. His funeral marked the end of a significant era in the country's political history. And that's it on Leadership TV News. For more of our news stories, you can log on to our website on www.leadership.ng. I am Nefisat Abdurrahman. Thanks for watching.
Thank you for watching. For sponsorship and advert placements, please contact 080-3688-6158. Last Word Leadership Podcast Studio. You have the last word.